So, hello, fellow kids. Welcome to our very first echat. This is your weekly spotlight on the e-people, people that are really out there in the e-commerce sphere, the movers and shakers and pioneers of the e-marketplace. Today, I'm happy to introduce Matt Hornbuckle. He is the founder of Stant. They're just a bunch of disruptive shirt guys really trying to make a difference out there with custom shirts. And I just really want to talk to him about how entrepreneurs play an important role in e-commerce because they pioneer new applications and create new market segments. So, Matt, thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited about your business and the way you see the e-commerce world. So, can you just tell these guys a little bit about how you define e-commerce, what it means to you and your business?
Absolutely. I mean, I think e-commerce is something that has evolved a lot to people over the years, where it used to be one of the options in shopping, whereas today it's e-commerce really is the standard. And people like Amazon have made it the standard by giving people a ton of options and making it really, really easy and fast to shop. But at the same time, you know, on the business end, that's changed the landscape a lot, where we really have to compete in different ways and new ways, and it allows us to compete in different ways. So we've really at Stant tried to embrace e-commerce, the upside of it to really break through in fashion in a different way and bring what they're looking for that they can't get today.
Yeah, I mean, is that what inspired you to start the business? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. I mean, what inspired us was the experience in the consumer and what the pain we had been going through as like a tall, lanky guy. I couldn't find clothes that fit, so we tried to create a new way of doing things. And where we netted out was having a lot of sizes, and right now we have over 50 sizes, and an algorithm matches him to those sizes. But the cool thing about what led us to e-commerce is it was really a necessity, where the industry, traditional today, you have a lot of stores, you have a lot of overhead, you can't offer that many sizes. That's why it's hard to find stuff that fits and that you like wearing. So we're able to embrace the kind of the benefits of e-commerce, where we can sell direct to consumer, we can hold inventory in a single place, and make a better product possible that's designed around the consumer.
That is pretty cool, because you're basically saying e-commerce is enabling your business model. Without it, you wouldn't be possible.
Absolutely. We wouldn't be able to do what we do. It's just, it wouldn't be possible.
So, what, this is definitely a B2C e-commerce model. And how would you say, were there any other options besides B2C, or did you guys look at any other options, or does this just make the most sense for you?
I think this makes the most sense. We've talked about a lot of options, like going through, maybe licensing our software or our technology, say, to an existing brand, going B2B, but in the end of the day, they're so built around this I'd say almost a pre-e-commerce world, where they're dependent on stores, they're dependent on their own stores, the department stores, and they just can't handle what we're doing. They couldn't handle 50 sizes that we need to give people a really good fit in the style that we're looking for. So really, it's almost by default that we're going B2C.
And would that be your competitive advantage? The fact that you can carry so many sizes?
I think that's one of them. Absolutely. The supply chain itself inherently is going to be a major competitive advantage, but also the technology and the understanding. We use 2,000 body scans, hundreds of thousands of data points to get to our technology. And then I think on top of that, one of the things that's so important today is building a brand, especially competing online. It's like you need to break through and connect with people in a different way, especially when you don't necessarily have that store experience to really get them in and make them feel your products and have that interaction. So we hope to create a really amazing brand as well. 2,000
body scans. That must have been an interesting day at the office.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Look, you guys had a lot of success already on Kickstarter.
Yep.
From what I hear.
Yep.
That's great news. Maybe some of these guys in here today will check out your site and be a pioneer.
Absolutely.
With the shirts.
Absolutely. We appreciate it.
And would you have any suggestions or advice on the challenges of a B2C? What would you say were your biggest challenges so far?
I think today it's just getting harder and harder than ever to break through. And it's kind of that evolution that happened in TV way back in the day, where you used to be able to reach everybody and there were only a couple people competing with you. And when the e-commerce space started, there weren't as many people competing on AdWords. There weren't as many people competing on Facebook. Now everybody's there. So it's, really, how do you break through in that space, and how do you
kind of what you were saying about branding. I mean,
Exactly.
that's going to be really key for your positioning.
Absolutely, branding and really creating relevant content that people want to digest and want to read. It's so important today.
And have you guys thought about at all how you're going to break through the clutter?
We're trying.
You're working on that.
Well, I think that's one of the things we really want to do is bring a level of offline experience as well. And that's, one of the inherent disadvantages of online is you can't, it's really hard to interact face to face with the customer, and that's just an invaluable experience. So one of the things we're going to look at is doing, pop-up fit shops, and maybe going to offices, or even opening 1 or 2 stores where people can actually experience your brand and experience the company and experience the product itself. And then, on top of that, just really creating an amazing customer service setup where, we blow them away when, if there's a problem or they have questions, and just it's almost a new norm in the space where you have to have amazing customer service.
I mean, they really have no patience today.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And to your point, some people are doing what you're doing successfully, aka Warby Parker, where they started online and now they're, doing pop-up stores and omni-channel. So it is kind of a really important way to move forward. So
Absolutely.
Glad to
they're
hear
another awesome example of a company that's used the power of online and e-commerce to enable something new that really couldn't exist before. And it's really neat to see what they're doing.
Yeah, I think it's really important to have role models or people to look at, because success leaves clues. So
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Matt, for being here again. And maybe you'll have to circle back when you figure out more on your branding strategy.
Absolutely.
And tell these guys what you did.
More than happy to. Thanks
All
for having
right.
me.
Have a great day.
See you.
Bye.